Welcome to the Introduction to Microsoft Excel 365 Functions, Part 4 of 12 parts, presented by the Fruitland Park Library, narrated by Gloria. Table of Contents, Part 4 of 12, Sample Function Symbols, Leading Zeros, Formatting Cells, Sum Function, Insert Function, Function Arguments, Count Function. If anyone needs instructions on how to have two windows open at the same time, please see Excel 365 Video 1. Sample of function symbols used by Excel for mathematical functions. Excel does not use the X for multiplication because it uses an X for a column. Instead, Excel uses the asterisk. Formulas always begin with an equal sign. If you forget the equal sign, Excel will not calculate the answer for you. Excel drops the leading zero, so if you enter 001, Excel will change it to 1. This allows Excel to use formulas and mathematical operations on the number. To add the leading zero, go to the number group, click the arrow next to General, select More Number Formats in the Formula Cells dialog box. Click Text and retype the number, example 001. A small green arrow, Trace Error button, will appear in the upper left corner of the cell. Right-click on an empty part of the worksheet and select Format Cell. When the dialog box opens, select Number and click OK. We're going to begin using some mathematical functions. Please pause the video while you're entering the data shown below on your worksheet. Resume the video whenever you're ready. For these tutorials, the examples given are small in comparison to a business worksheet. They are kept small to emphasize the formulas and functions used and will demonstrate how using them on a larger worksheet will be advantageous to you. When you type the equal sign and begin to type the word sum, a drop box will open displaying the word sum. Double-click on the word sum and it will insert the first part of the parentheses into the cell. Highlight the column and tap the Enter key. Excel automatically does the addition for you. There is another way to use the sum function. Click the Insert Function icon and a dialog box will open. Search for a function or select one from the list. Click OK. If you are not sure of the name of the function, click the arrow for the category box and select All. Add a brief description into the search box and click Go. Under Select a Function, Excel has 3 suggestions. Sum is one of them. Double-click Sum to select it. The Function Arguments dialog box opens. Excel is trying to guess which cells you wish to add. If the cell references are correct, click OK. If the cell references are incorrect, make the necessary changes and click OK. Excel will total the column. Word of caution. If your headings also begin with a number such as a year, Excel will include the heading when adding the numbers. Heading using a year, cells to be added M2 to M6. Excel has included the year, cell M1, in the addition, which returns a total of 2065. To correct it, change the cell reference and click OK. Correct answer is 50. The small green triangle in the upper left corner of cell M7 is warning that there may be an error. Excel makes suggestions on how to correct the possible problem. Calculate the product cost. Remember, Excel uses the asterisk for multiplication. We could enter a formula in each cell, D2 through D7, but there is an easier and faster way. We're going to use autofill. Autofill is the very small green square in the lower right corner of the cell. Place your cursor on the autofill and the cursor will turn into a black plus sign. Hold down the left mouse button and drag downward, stopping on cell D7. Select cell D8. Home tab, Editing Group, click AutoSum once. AutoSum will automatically enter a formula into cell D8. If you accept the formula, click AutoSum one more time. AutoSum has totaled the product cost. Calculate the gross profit. Remember, Excel uses the asterisk for multiplication. Use autofill and AutoSum. Time to figure net profit. Gross profit minus product cost. Net profit. Count function. The count function counts the cells that contain numbers, not text. Enter the equal sign and type in count or click on the word count from the drop-down menu. Highlight the list. Excel automatically enters the formula for you. Close the parentheses, tap the Enter key. Excel will total the number of items in the list. Let's try it on a list of names using the same steps. Enter an equal sign and the word count or select it from the drop-down menu. Close the parentheses, highlight the list, and tap the Enter key. The count function returned an answer of 0 because it was a list of text, not numbers. If you wanted to use a function that could count both text and numbers, use equal counta. It will count any cell selected that is not empty. Again, do not forget to close the parentheses. Calculated the number in the text list. Calculated the numbers in the numeric list. Equals counta will not count empty cells. Tom, who sold 42, was removed, which changed the total. Use equal count blank if you wish to know how many blank or empty cells there are on the worksheet. Fruitland Park Library. This concludes the introduction to Microsoft 365 Excel Functions Part 4 of 12 parts. Thank you for joining us for Part 4. We hope you enjoyed the tutorial and will be joining us for the remaining parts 5 through 12 of Microsoft Excel 365. If you have any questions or would like a transcript of this tutorial, please contact gloria.terry@mylakelibrary.org or call 352-360-6561.